Well, hello, and welcome back. Oh, we already got a couple people on. I'm Age O'Neill, and I'm going to show you my unboxing of this thing. Let me change the screen here. There we go. Yeah. So this is the Apple MacBook. This is the 16-inch. I had the 14-inch, but I wanted the 16-inch, so I changed it up and I got it. So I'm not going to have as much amazement and excitement as the first time because this is my second time opening one of these. But I like the new box packaging. It's quite nice. And then we grab my blade over here. Typical MacBook. Yeah, I wanted it to be the first, I know. You already did. Yes, I did the unboxing. Yes, but that was the 14-inch, and this is the 16-inch. So it's not going to be as interesting this time, but it's okay. I'll try to relive the excitement as best I can. And then this time I'll actually be able to zoom in the camera properly, and I know the issues that happen with the HDMI. So there's that. So here we are. Let's go ahead and point this down. Boop. And actually, give me just 1 second here. Let's move that away. Boop. Oh, it's dying. I'm going to try to do this the right way and get a little more light. What are you doing, Dad?
It was falling again.
Oh, here, I'll get it. I just got to twist this thing here. So, whoop. There we are. Let me move these out of the way. Get that. All right. So, nice Apple-esque box. Nothing new there. Well, I guess it's a slightly different style of box. Oh, it's so beefy. It's got such a nice feel and weight to it. I think it's actually heavier than the previous, the 2015 style. I don't know if it's heavier than the 2012 style, but it's got some nice weight to it. I think it's because they pack it so full of batteries. All right, and then I'm going to pull these out real quick. All right, so we got the 120 watt charger or something. And this, on the 16-inch, you get a special mode in power savings. I don't remember what it's called, but basically you get a higher performance mode because they put bigger fans in this. Because it's the same CPU, but it's a bigger case, so they put more batteries and bigger fans. And then the other thing that I wanted for this is that you can use high impedance headphones. So basically you can use audiophile headphones with it, and you don't need an amp. So there's the charger. I'm going to pull this stuff out first. And then I really like the cable here. It's a nylon braid. You can probably see that pretty well from this angle. So it's got this nice nylon braid rather than what it's traditionally been with the chargers and the headphones and all that. And I just think this is awesome. And I think the USB-C connector on one side is great. So let me pull this out here. And we'll get to the computer in just a second. Oh, and my dad left. I think it's because my stepmom walked in and needed something. Anyway. All right, so here we go. We've got the nylon cable, and I guess I'll go ahead and plug this in. No, I don't need to plug it in. It's just good enough to see it. So there it is. This is a new thinner. Let me see if I can get this in focus. Probably can't, but it's a new, even thinner head to it. Come on. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it. It's a little hard to get something that small focused on. It's a little wider. And then I don't really care about the instructions. We don't need those. I know how to open up a MacBook, right? So let me go ahead and put this aside. And I actually do keep this because at some point I'm going to sell it. And you get a little bit better resale value on it if you have the original box. So I'm going to put this in storage. And there we go. So goodbye box. It's nice to open you. All right, and here we go with the computer itself. Let's see if we can make this as dramatic as possible. Zoom in a little more, maybe. Let's see. Oh, a little this way. There we go. Let me get that out of the way. That's the cable for the screen that I look at comments and stuff on usually. All right, here we go. And I love this. I love this about every Apple computer I've bought new. You only get this when you buy it new. This doesn't happen even if it's been reset when you buy it used. Opening it turns it on. And there's not going to be too much cool stuff that we're going to do with this because I'm going to go through the migration assistant. And the migration assistant is... Oh, where did I just set that down? Yeah, I've got the other computer here. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do for you is I'm going to put this in manual focus because the autofocus just doesn't work when you're trying to get at a screen. Let me put this in manual focus to see if we can get that nice and crisp for you. All right, is that nice and crisp? And I'm going to plug in the HDMI. Well, the HDMI probably isn't going to work. Until you log in as a user, the HDMI doesn't work. So I'm not going to bother with the HDMI. We're probably not going to get to that in this session. And I did, if you look in the stream, there's a developer setup video that I did on the 2015 Mac. It's almost exactly the same as what I'll be doing on this, except for on this, you have to open Rosetta at least once. You need to open something in Rosetta once for the command line tools to work the way they're supposed to. So let me, I'm going to just check something on the camera real quick before we go so that I can visually check here that we're getting the best picture that we can. Where did the little zoom button go? Is this it? Okay, let me see if yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get, I think. Let me see if I can push it off just an inch, because I think it's actually just an inch too close to get the right focus. And then let's try this one more time. Somebody asked me about blooming. Yeah, I think what we're getting, there's just a little bit of artifact from the camera itself. Oh, it zoomed in on the, oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize that was going to zoom in there. Okay, so here we are. And let's just go ahead and get this thing started. Commencer. All right, English. So one of the things that's really annoying, if you leave this screen open, oh, hold on, I've got to change the ISO on this. That's our problem. Hold on.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
So it'll ask you to press escape to turn on the voiceover, which is kind of hilarious. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So this is the 24 core version because it's got dual video encoders. I didn't want the full 32 cores because I don't need that, but I want the dual video encoders because y'all know I do the meetups and stuff, and so it's nice to have for that. All right, I do not yet have any vision, motor, hearing, or cognitive problems. Not yet. Okay. And then we got our Wi-Fi. And then give me a second here. I need to type in the password off screen. Hold on. All right, let's see if this goes through. All right, data and privacy. Okay, it looks like it's in focus. I can't tell if it's perfectly in focus or not. All right, there we go. That's about as good as we're going to get. Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue. Migration Assistant. So this is where the unboxing gets really not fun because I got about 2 hours of Migration Assistant to do. So I'd say at this point, sadly, I mean, you can ask me a question or something, but I'm going to select from a Mac Time Machine or Startup Disk, and then I'm going to open up my my other Mac here, and then I'm just going to open up Migration Assistant on that, and then it's going to take forever. So feel free to ask me a question or something, but we're not gonna be able to see any of the cool things this can do right now. And like I said, there's another video I've got. I'll put the link in the description here once I'm done with this. But it is the developer setup video. So if you search my channel, it was about a month ago. That's the developer setup video. That is, excuse me. That's the video where I actually do all the setup stuff. I actually did it twice. I did it once on the new M1, but then I did it once on the 2015, and that one's actually better. It's more succinct. So let's see, migration assistant. I'll show you what this process is. Really smooth. I will tell you that. So probably can't see that, but I just open it. Whoa, no, undo. Crap. Let me close out of this and move over. There we go. Yeah, so it's really smooth. Just click continue. Oh, and I gotta type in the password. Oh. And then it's gonna ask me, do I want to quit everything? Yeah, I want to quit everything. And then, yes, I want to do it from another Mac. So this is the M1 MacBook Air. I knew that I wasn't going to be keeping this thing long. I just wanted something with better resale value as a holdover. So I don't care that I'm not connected to power. And then it's going to show up on one and show up on the other. Let's see if we can show both here. We probably can't. Let's see. These are both connected, right? Let's see. I'm kind of interested that it's not showing up already. Let's see. All right. No biggie. I mean, I'm going to end the stream pretty soon anyway. Because, like I said, this is just, I'm not going to have y'all sit through the 2 hours of it doing Migration Assistant once we get through this, but it is pretty slick. I don't know why. I actually have not had it take this long before. I think something is wrong with the network or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to plug the other one into power just in case. It doesn't actually require being plugged into power. Whoops. And somebody asked about blooming. And you're going to see a little bit of distortion in the video, and I have noticed what they're talking about with the blooming where it's white on black. You do have a little bit of distortion with the color. And I don't think there's any way that you can overcome that. It's just a nature of if you have a light on, light is going to diffuse. And that's just what it is. Okay, let's see. Make sure that the other Mac is connected to the same network. I'm just going to double check this. O'Neill that I am. Everything's looking good there. I'm just going to click back on both of these. Let's see. Oh, I didn't click to on this one. I was supposed to click to. I clicked from. That's my problem. Okay, now it's going to show up. There we go. Boomer. Actually, there's a file I wanted to delete from here before I did this. Because this has been my work computer, but now I'm migrating my work computers. I'm migrating 2 computers at the same time. Anyway, I'll just delete that as soon as it's back. All right, so yeah, just click continue, and then basically it's going to take 5 minutes, and then after that, it's going to ask me what user information I want to transfer over, and then that's that. So while we're waiting, I'll just go over a little bit of the details of what we have here. I should have done this at first. You see it's got that mega large, just that ridiculously large trackpad. We've got, let me put this back on autofocus now. So we've got these nice ports on the side. We've got our power, our 2 USB-C, and then our audio with the high impedance output, so it can work with audiophile headphones. They do a little trick. They basically test the resistance on the line. They put out a little power, measure the resistance on the line, and then based on that, it adjusts how much power it's going to output. So neat little trick that they do. Now let's see, can we get this thing to come into focus? So here, the lighting's a little bit off. Sorry. I'll try this again. So you see we got the HDMI, we've got the third USB-C/Thunderbolt 4, and then our lovely SD card is back, which I'm super excited about. On the back, you know, traditional Apple logo. I think this time the metal's a little different. It looks more like a Microsoft Surface, because I think before this was translucent. I don't remember when they changed that actually. And then down here on the bottom, the MacBook Pro is engraved on the bottom rather than being here. So the screen, oops, could not be reached. Let's try this again. Transferring your information. Oh, okay. I think it's taking too long to find the information that it wants to transfer. But anyway, so the way that they made the screen so big is that they put the notch, which I thought was going to be super annoying. It turns out it's not that bad. It really isn't, because it's actually quite a natural place to put it. And then as far as the bottom here, they just bring the screen down to the bottom, and they get rid of. There was a lot of extra space to have the MacBook Pro logo there, and they just got rid of it. So that's that. Okay, cool. So now, selecting information to transfer. Yes, I want to transfer everything. And it's going to have me set a password. So whoops, let me just show you here, just so you see. So this is what it looks like. Can we get this in focus again? Yeah, kind of, sort of. There we go. So applications, my user profile, other files and folders, system and network. So I click continue, then ask me to set a password. I'll set the password real quick. All set up, and then we do the continue, and then I gotta accept the agreement, and then I gotta accept the agreement again, and then we wait 2 hours. So I'll just end it there because there's nothing else I can do. I don't see any questions about it popping up. Whoops, come back into focus. Can you come? There we go. But if you know, I give you 30 seconds. If you want to ask any questions, feel free to do so. If there's anything you want to see in particular, anything you want me to zoom in on. But because I got to wait for the migration assistant to finish, and that's going to take quite some time. Well, you know what? Here's one thing that I want to find out for myself. I wonder how this could work. So I want to find out how well it fits into my bag, but I don't know if I can do that with it transferring. Because my bag will fit a 15-inch, but I don't know if my bag... It should fit a 16-inch because it's supposed to be that the 16-inch is actually slightly smaller than the 15-inch. So let me just check and see here with the bag. Will it fit? Yeah, it'll fit nicely. It's not even snug. I mean, it's snug, but it's not... I don't have to work it at all. It just slides right in. Cool. Well, that's the other thing I wanted to know. That's the one thing I was concerned about, where I actually considered that when I was in the 30 seconds I had to consider. Because when I got the 14-inch, I literally got it within the first 60 seconds. I had that Apple web page open, and as the talks were ending, then the purchase page became available. And I literally got it right then. So I didn't have enough time to look at the specs. I wasn't actually watching the talk, but when I saw the purchase page go up, I was just like, ah! And so I got it quick without really making sure I was getting the right thing, and then I realized I wasn't getting the right thing. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If this was interesting at all, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. It'll be totally fine. If you liked it, share with someone you like. If you didn't like it, share with someone that you don't like. And I will catch y'all later. There's not really going to be much of a setup for this because it's doing Migration Assistant. But again, like I said, let me just pull up the other video and I'll put the link in the chat right now. So we'll go to YouTube here. And then I'll do developer setup. I think if we go to search, we can do developer setup. And then, yeah, so there's actually 2 videos here. This one I think is the better one, to be honest. Of course, the M1 Max had the most views because everybody wants to see that. But I think I accidentally skipped the part about Rosetta on this one. But here's both of them. So if you want to watch the me setting them up, here they are. So here's the 2015, which I think is the better developer setup. MVP 2015. Like I said, I think this is really the better one. And then this is the whole unboxing. This is my first time unboxing and developer setup was right here. So this is my M1 Max 14-inch unboxing plus setup with my first reactions and all that. So there you go. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you later. If I catch you later, let me reset this so that I don't forget and then not have it set up next time. I need to set this back to, what was it, like around here or so. Okay, cool. That might be a little too bright. Anyway, adios.